Alright, in this video, we're going to be talking about the philosophy of science. When we're talking about the philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. So what about the science in the philosophy of science? When you take a look at the science word, some of the people might think of different objects or different things in their mind. The first thing, maybe they're thinking about some experiment that they might be doing at school. Or some people might think about laboratory with a clean environment in it. Or some other people, they might think about a chemical reaction, chemical liquid in a glassware. And some of the other might think about some scientists doing some experiment. So, what is the philosophy of science? Alright, so today we're going to be talking about what is the meaning of the philosophy of science and some examples of it. And it will be presented by me, Karina Aji. The philosophy of science is a branch of philosophy that examines the nature, methods, and assumptions of science. It deals with questions such as what science is, how scientific knowledge is acquired, what counts as evidence, how the theories are developed, tested, and revised, and what the relationship between science and the rest of the world is. The philosophy of science is concerned with both of theoretical and practical aspects of the scientific inquiry. It is interdisciplinary, drawing on ideas from philosophy, history, and the social sciences, as well as the natural sciences themselves. Some of the key areas of inquiry in the philosophy of science include the nature of scientific explanation, the role of observation and experimentation in scientific inquiry, the relationship between theory and observation, the criteria for evaluating scientific theories, the role of values and ethics in science, and the relationship between science and society. Alright, before moving furthermore, let's see and compare the two things that we're going to see on the next slide. First, on the right side of the screen, we're going to see a beautiful painting. And next to it, there is a word, beauty. So, how can you compare these two things? If you look at the painting, you're going to see that it's not just regular painting. It is a beautiful painting of flowers. You can see it, you can see the color, you can feel the object, even you can feel the texture of the painting. But when you look and we're talking about beauty, the word beauty, what is beauty? Can you touch it? Or can you see it in a room, just like the painting? So, talking about, we have material object of philosophy and formal object of philosophy. In philosophy, a material object refers to any physical object that can be perceived by senses such as a rock, a book, or a tree. Material objects are distinguished from abstract objects, which are non-physical entities such as numbers or concepts. Now we're going to see some example of material objects. The first one is a car. This is a physical object that can be seen, touched, and heard. It has a physical presence and occupies space. Next, yes, it's a painting. This is another physical object that can be seen and touched. It is a product of human creativity and can have aesthetic or symbolic value. We also have a plant. This is a living material object that grows and changes over time. It is made up of cells, has physical properties, and can be studied scientifically. Last but not least, We have, yes, computer. This is a complex material object that is made of for various components such as a motherboard, hard drive, and monitor. It can be used to process information and perform tasks. So overall, material objects is the objects that can we see and touch. That is the philosophy of material objects examples. So now, what about the formal object? In philosophy, the formal object refers to the object or subject matter of a particular branch of philosophy. It is what the philosopher is interested in studying or analyzing within their particular field of inquiry. Now let's take a look at some of the example of formal objects. First, we have justice. The formal object of ethics is the study of morality and how we ought to act, including questions about justice and fairness. The branch of philosophy that deals with justice specifically is called political philosophy, which is concerned with questions such as what justice is, how it is achieved, and what role the state plays in promoting justice. We cannot see or touch justice, but we can feel it and we can study it. Next example is the beauty itself. The beauty is the formal object of aesthetic, and it is a study of beauty and aesthetic experience. Aesthetics is concerned with questions such as what makes something beautiful, how beauty is perceived, and the relationship between beauty and art. Next, we have logic. Logic is the formal object of studying, reasoning, and argumentation. It includes questions about how to reason correctly, how to construct valid arguments, and how to avoid fallacies. Last but not least, we have ethics. Ethics is the foremost object, and it is a study of morality and how we ought to act. It includes questions about what it is right and wrong, good and bad, and how can we lead a morality good life. In conclusion, the philosophy of science seeks to understand and improve our understanding of the nature and practice of science, as well as its impact on society and our understanding of the world around us. Alright, about the philosophy of science. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end, and I hope I can see you in the next time. Bye!